I recently gave one of my friends dreadlocks using this tool, and it only took me 5 hours to do his entire head, and his hair was instantly locked up, and it is still locked up to this day. Make sure to go to greatlocks.com, pick yourself up the Greatlocks crochet hook. This tool is perfect for starting out and maintaining your dreadlocks. And you can also partner this tool with the interlock tool, and that tool is perfect for maintaining any new growth that you have at your roots. So if you're tired of twisting your hair with gel and it keeps unraveling, then I would encourage you guys to use the interlocking tool. But you can pick both of these tools up as a bundle on greatlocks.com, so make sure to click the links down below in order to do so.
Hey guys, what's up? This is my first time ever reacting to locticians' hairstyles and them doing lock work. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let's get straight into it. Today I'm looking at Pretty Locks Tori, and she is a loctician out of Los Angeles, California. And I want to do a series pretty much appreciating locticians. I know a lot of times I say you can do these things yourself, but I want to appreciate all the people that actually do it for other people. Because locks and doing locks is not easy. And not only is it hard to do it on yourself, but I'm sure it's hard to do it on others. And I can honestly speak from self-experience. And yeah, it's just really cool to see how clean they are able to do not only dreadlocks, but other people's dreadlocks. And, you know, different types of people's dreadlocks. So today we're looking at Pretty Locks Tori, and I was looking at her Instagram today and I'm like, wow, she really does dreadlocks really well. So let's take a look. And when it comes to looking at these, I want to look at some that are very distinct. And let's see, like some that stand out to me. All right, let's look at this. This is like detail work. So this is like one of my favorite hairstyles. This is why I really like locticians, because they know how to do that detail. Like look how clean these sections are. Hairstyle looks really clean. One thing that I feel like a lot of locticians do, and this isn't hating on them or anything like that, is they do it extremely tight. And the reason they do it extremely tight is so that the hairstyle lasts, right? So if you're able to do it yourself, you don't have to do it extremely tight. So that's like kind of the flip side of doing it yourself. And it says, I like in their caption, it says, are you ready to get what you pay for? And that's really what you get. They're doing the dreadlocks good enough to where they're really tight, and at the same time they are going to last. And for me, I don't want my dreadlocks to be extremely tight that much to the root. I just want them to look good for a certain amount of time so that they're maintained and getting better and progressing and maturing. And it really just depends on you, what you want to do with your hair, and finding the right loctician if you plan on going to a loctician. Find someone who does it the way you want to, and to where you can say, hey, don't do them too tight, because you want your hair to, or your scalp to be healthy. Not saying that it's not when you do them like this, and it could just be the way that it looks. And the only way that you can tell if the hair is too tight is if you see any swelling, which I don't see any swelling here, and typically that happens over time. But let's look and see if we find any more distinct ones. Like, man, look at this detail though. Like that is super clean. And I just appreciate locticians, man. I've actually been to 0 locticians. I've had no loctician experience of going to somewhere else. I've done other people's dreadlocks, and this just honestly looks really good. So shout out to Tori. I believe her name's Tori. Look at these big sections. I've seen some on here that have like extremely big sections, and I want to take a look at those. But look at that detail. Like the sections are perfect. There's not just like a single hair that's in the wrong lock. And that's why a loctician is crucial, because they can get in there and see, you know, if a hair, like a straggling hair, made it into another lock by chance out of nowhere, they can go in and then like put it in the lock that needs to go, or put it in the lock that it's supposed to be in. But let's see, look at these big locks, man. Like big sections, thick locks. And that's what I like about her page, is because she does so many different, you know, people. Look at this. These are smaller sections. Still very detailed work though. Put them into 2-strand twist. These are actually 3-strand twist. And it's not, that's actually not a popular, is it 3-strand twist or braids? No, those are 3-strand. That's hard to say. Those are 3-strand twists. And even comments are like, the scalp looks so healthy. And it really does. And I think it's because she's good at doing that detail work to where she doesn't have to really get in there and twist really hard and pull at the scalp. Because there's some locticians to where they just force the hair to look good versus putting the detail work in and going in there and getting all the hair properly versus like forcing it to look like the sections are perfect. I mean, those look cool. Now, to be honest, these are some hairstyles that I really want to learn how to do on myself. I'm actually doing this video today, I'm filming it today, of how to do different hairstyles on shorter hair. And I just want to keep getting better at doing hairstyles. I think that's the kind of the next journey I want to go on, is learning how to do hairstyles on myself and on others, and just really just learning and to be the best that I can do on my own hair, so I can teach you guys as well. But look at these thick sections, guys. These are literally like, I don't know, 3-inch sections. And really thick dreadlocks. Really clean, really clean. Oh, this is the photo that I found her on. Like, look how small these sections are. These are about the same size as my sections that I just redone. And man, that looks clean. And if you notice, she's actually bricking. And a lot of people forget to brick when it comes to starting out the locks. Like right here, we see that these are starter locks. And she's bricking them. Bricking is what you do to where you offset the lock. So you do a row of 4, then you do a row of 3. So that 3 lays in between the gaps of that 4. Which allows the hair to lay down a lot flatter. And it allows it to not, stack on top of each other, making it just awkward and makes hairstyles look weird. And if you've ever seen someone's hair that their dreadlocks just seem a little off, it's typically because they didn't brick them. And that's kind of just like something that's missed when it comes to sectioning out the hair. And I want to encourage all of you guys, if you plan on getting dreadlocks and you want to section out the hair, or when you plan on getting dreadlocks, focus on sectioning out the hair. That's the most important step, because the dreadlocks follow the sections. So however good your sections are how good your dreadlocks will end up being. But guys, look at this detail. Like, that's a close-up and you can just see how perfect everything really is. And at first glance you're like, man, that's a lot of scalp showing, but this is an extreme close-up. And what you'll notice is it's not pulling on any individual strands. All the hair is being pulled evenly, and that's what makes for a healthy dreadlock, is everything is getting pulled evenly. It's not being pulled, unevenly to where you see like one tight spot or a couple tight spots. You see everything being pulled equally. And that's one thing that a lot of people run into as well, is the hair being pulled not equally. Right here we see something that's not bricked, which leads me to believe that she didn't start these dreadlocks out. It looks like she probably just did, she did a retwist and that's it. And another reason is that you see the maturity on these. It doesn't match her style of actually maintaining the dreadlocks. These aren't as maintained. You can see that the tips are blunted off, but overall you don't see her method of actually doing the locks. So these are just a retwist, I can tell. Now, when people get into hairstyles like this, I'm like, how do you do that? That takes so much skill. That's one thing that's distinct about a loctician versus doing it yourself as well, is a loctician can do so many different hairstyles. And that's one of those things that obviously you can learn, like doing stuff like this, to where they do like lobster tails and things like that. That's what I call them, lobster tails. I think that's what they're called. And if you guys hear one of my neighbors mowing, or if you hear anything, that's my neighbor mowing. I guess I picked the wrong time to come out here, but man, look at these. This looks really cool. But you guys, I definitely want to react to more locticians and people that do dreadlocks. Like, look at this. Like the big sections going into these dreadlocks, and it looks like they're doing combinations or something like that. But there's so many different things that come with what locticians do, and it's just really cool to see. So make sure to comment down below if you guys have seen any other locticians out there that have really cool, hairstyles or something that they do on their page. Then I definitely want to show them some appreciation and check out their stuff. And if you are a loctician, make sure to comment your info down below as well. Oh, this one was cool. This is what I saw earlier as well. This right here, this split head. Oh, here we go. the before and afters. Like, look at that. Sheesh. But you guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to comment down below that you want to see more content like this. I don't have to only react to locticians. I can react to other people. But I mostly want to just show appreciation to locticians for some of this series that I'm doing. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys do an amazing day. Matter of fact, have a great day. Peace. God bless.